Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, partner, it's pretty simple. One thing you don't want to see defensively, on the very first snap of the game, some guy running free like we just saw there.
Heck of a start for this offense, no doubt. They go play fake. Mahomes. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. The linebacker, Robert Spillane, making a big play. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? But if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, it might be a little jumpy as well. It might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A first carry here for Kene Nwangu. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line.
Here's Milton. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Bowers. He'll go down as a gain of 6. And it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Milton. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Complete. Jefferson the target. And a nice spin into some open field. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Jefferson going to go in motion right. Now here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing now is Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Butker's kick here is good, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here, and now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
At the 32-yard line.
Here's Milton now to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It's now 3rd down.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. To throw, it's Milton. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Vegas. 46 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down. The Raiders at 4-3, a game over 500. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Another run now for Nwangu. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Carlson able to put this one through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Henry up the middle. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 3rd down, Henry. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it, taking on the midfield logo. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Handoff right side to Wangu. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
They'll go right back to Wangu. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
How about that run? Picks up a 1st down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now they'll audible to something else. To throw is Milton. He'll get this to Nwangu. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Kene Nwangu with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
On the run is Evans. And that one's going to be blown up. The defense not fooled by the receiver coming around, and he'll be met behind the line of scrimmage.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Flushed out right. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carlson now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Give him 32 on the play. Now Mahomes. Flush to his right. Fighting through pressure. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Amari Barno. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Mahomes now to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Give left side here for Nwangu. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Kene Nwangu hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to add on to their first half lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Raiders 31, Chiefs 3.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Second and 6. Here's Mahomes to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Mahomes going to throw. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
A final shot before break. Milton. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Chiefs 3.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Harrison Butker is kickoff 14-3.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff, and the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football, because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Second down and 8. Now they'll change things up. Milton. Drops this off with Nwangu. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up third down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Throwing is Milton. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Kene Nwangu. His third touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. On play action, it's Mahomes. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he's going to be brought down right there at the 23-yard line. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Second down and a yard. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And the Chiefs are going to have a first and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
This will go to Henry out wide. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another second and goal. Jefferson going to go in motion right. And again, it's Mahomes. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to load that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's Mahomes, third and goal. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So this defense, Charles, quite a performance. Not working on a shutout, but they have still yet to give up a touchdown as they come up with the interception there.
Well, we've seen this from them before because you can move the ball on them through the middle of the field, but once you get into the red zone,
and the Chiefs are going to get him. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Operating from the gun, Milton buying time to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Milton. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, that is now his fifth interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
Throwing to start the drive. Milton. They'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. Final minute now in the third quarter.
At the Chiefs' 41-yard line.
Off play action. Milton. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
48-yard line.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. In motion, the tight end, Kelce. They'll look to throw now on first down. And my goodness, another interception.
Sauce Gardner picks it off.
And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Now Milton.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Now a give running left is Nwangu.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Kene Nwangu.
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Raiders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news.
And now here's another interception.
Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Raiders will take over possession here up at the 44.
Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
23 yards, the final tally. They'll motion the tight end across the formation.
Here's Milton.
Rolling to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
From the gun on third down, Milton.
Open man is Tucker.
And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. On fourth down, here's Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Second and 10.
Yellow. 15.
Now here's Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
The Chiefs on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. That's down the field for Jefferson. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Mahomes got to have this one. That is caught. And some room to work. Down the right sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Well, give them credit. They're going to stay and fight this out to the end. 4th down, you've got to go for it. And they not only convert, but pick up some good yardage as well.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. They set up the screen for Henry. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Sliding out of the pocket. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a big play there for Vegas. 47 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
On the toss, here's Nwangu.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here, because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 41. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
He finds his man complete. That's Weaver. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's Milton now to throw.
Eluding the pressure right. That escapes the sack.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
Daniel Carlson on for the field goal. A 54-yard.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, the only silver lining on the other sideline, CD, is that they kept him out of the end zone, but still, that's another 3 points added on to this large lead.
Yeah, no shortage of scoring or big plays on defense in this one. And even up by 4 possessions, still finding ways to create opportunities and capitalize with points.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now Mahomes. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. This is why I don't play in points per reception fantasy league.
Is that what they call
the receiver
PPR?
still gets a point there. Yeah.
Oh,
and you went that far back. No bueno.
Well, I'll tell you what. I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
Well, throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Another incomplete pass there. We've seen a bevy of those. This secondary, they've been pretty good, haven't they?
They certainly have. They've allowed the one touchdown through the air, and they're going to be upset about that later when they watch the game tape. But other than that, they've been absolutely rock solid.
Mahomes throwing on 4th.
And that's going to be incomplete.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raider D, they get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Justin Reed.
And the Chiefs are going to take over here up near the 40.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. One final try from Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Raiders come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was